If you're a Saints fan, how you feeling about Kellen Moore coming into town, right? How you feeling about that? I mean, he was in the Chargers last year. They were the 18th offense in football, and they got fired, and Justin Herbert and company, and none of them look good. This year, we've talked about the Eagles. It's an all-star offense. They're still the 10th offense in football, and for most of the year, I think a lot of people looked at it and thought Jalen Hurts regressed. He didn't play very good.
Don't you say that.
Well,
they're going to come get you.
Well, they're already at my doorstep, so they can sit there and wait a little while and not answer it, okay? But either way, last week he played
your dog.
He played
dog
really
will save
yeah,
you.
exactly. Bentley will take care of him. But he played really good football last week. So that's all I'm saying here. I'm questioning that. He got removed as the play caller in Dallas the year before the Chargers, right?
Got fired
because McCarthy wanted to take over. So that's all I'm saying is this is a resume of a guy, and I'm not saying he's not worthy of being the head coach. And I understand where we are in the NFL, but I'm just bringing it up to go, right, this is not the most impressive resume in the world to get a fan base to go, oh, my gosh, here comes offensive genius juggernaut Kellen Moore. And that's where I think some people in the NFL are surprised that Kellen Moore has gotten this much notoriety and is this far down the road for this conversation because they don't even think he's, worthy of this position quite yet.
If I was a Saints fan, a casual drive-by, don't really pay much attention, Saints fan, and somebody said to me, hey, we're getting Kellen Moore from the Eagles. Well, who's that? Oh, he's the guy who runs their offense. Oh, that's good. Is he bringing Saquon Barkley? Oh, no, that's not how it works. How about the tush push? Oh, no, their offensive linemen are like,
right.
A different
animal
class altogether.
Exactly.
So yeah, it's easy to be a great coach when you have Saquon Barkley. Like Dick Vermeil said, I love using this quote. When they put him in the Hall of Fame, I became a much smarter coach when I got Marshall Faulk. I mean, that it is the players. Bill Belichick on the Let's Go podcast this week was going on and on about how they should change the Lombardi Trophy to the Brady Trophy because it's about the players, not the coaches. It's amazing that Belichick would be that humble and downplay the impact of coaching as much as he did. But yeah, it's about having great players. And Kellen Moore isn't Ben Johnson. Ben Johnson's the guy that's coming up with all these crazy plays and ideas and getting the most out of players that we had written off.
That's what I'm saying.
That's the mark of a good coach.
Exactly right.
Do you take a guy that everyone had written off and turn him into something better than we've ever seen before?
Yes.
That's the key.
Right.
And what happened? You're right. Jalen Hurts, and I'm sorry, Eagles fans, you can get mad all you want just because he had a great game against the Commanders, and it was. It doesn't mean he was great all year. It was Saquon Barkley fueling that offense all year. And it bodes well for the Eagles that Jalen Hurts had the game he did in the NFC Championship and now can maybe parlay it into the Super Bowl. But Jalen Hurts wasn't in the MVP conversation. He wasn't in the All-Pro conversation. I don't even know. He didn't make the Pro Bowl.
No. I mean, yes.
Not that he could go.
Right.
But it's so Kellen Moore has some responsibility for the flaws in the offense. And this is the conundrum for the Eagles. You've got the most talented team in football, player to player. Nick Sirianni wasn't even mentioned as a top 5 coach of the year. It's all about the talent in Philadelphia.
Yeah.
And the coaching is just kind of like incidental to it. Like the coaching's primary objective should be don't screw it all up. Don't screw it up. Here's all the tools you need.
Right.
Don't bang your thumb with the hammer.
I think that they've taken that approach to a degree. They've just kind of gone, hey, we're really good, and let's just do what we do, and let's do it at a high level and be detailed at that and not try to be new or fancy or out-coach or outthink ourselves, and that's kind of the approach they've taken in Philly, and, of course, it's served them well. But there's one more team out there that goes, hey, we can hang in there with you physically, and we got a lot of tricks and different shit we do on both sides of the ball. And that's, of course, where the game gets even in this one because we know Andy Reid and Mahomes. This Super Bowl matchup is a little bit of like brains versus brawn to a degree. It's one team that's just like, here, this is what we do. Screw you. Here we come. And the other team's like, we're going to figure out what we're going to do before the game. And then as the game goes, we're going to figure out some other stuff too. And we'll play chess with you. And that's where the Super Bowl will be awesome.
Hi, it's Mike Florio. Thanks for watching PFT on YouTube. Hit subscribe for the latest news and analysis from Pro Football Talk.